Beyond Blab Time. What's God blab about? Subtitle.
Yeah. And what God's blabbing about is watching Blab Rats. That guy's our number one fan. So if you want to be,
you listen to us.
You want God on your good side, you should listen to Blab Rats. Or go to hell. Yeah.
Welcome to Blab Rats, the show where we play recordings of broadcasters who were subjected to government experiments. Trying that thing out. What do you think? Week 2.
I think it's feeling pretty good.
Wow. I feel the same way. Kismet, they call that in the business. And we are here at, I wish we were at Kismet Lanes. No, take that back. We'll take that out. That is where I did bowl my first bull, though. Kismet Lanes, where I'm from. But that's far, far away from here. We are at Skittle Up, Skittle Down Alleys live, and I'll tell you right now, the bowling is, the bowling alleys come under protest for some of the work that we've been doing, so you might not hear the sound of too many strikes or spares because
We're gonna hear some crickets.
no one's out there right now.
Just the crickets.
Just crickets
And the Blab Rats.
and the Blab Rats. They can't handle the truth that we're putting out there, and they're taking it out on my man, Capitalism. Okay? They're trying to take us out the old-fashioned way. They're trying to do it Old Testament style and cap our knees. By the way, my name's Host, and this is Producer.
And we are just digging
And we're
through.
protesting, we're counter-protesting the protesters today, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, what we're doing is a protest against the rotten government and the experiments that they've been doing on broadcasters for years.
It's a protest against the rotten falsehoods that they've tried to pull over our eyes for so many years.
Yep, we're exposing the machinations, their evil machinations and how they did it with these experiment tapes. Eventually, presumably. And that's, that's bigger than what they're protesting about, I think.
The truth is a bitter pill, but the government serves it with a side of bullshit. And that's hard for some people. They want that sugar. They want that government sugar that they were getting so long through their government lies.
Sugar.
It might feel good, but it ain't gonna do good in the long term. Okay? That's real sugar talk.
That's what they were singing about in that song Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because brown sugar is really like double sugar. Because it's like molasses.
That's why it does taste so good. Yeah. They're like, why do you taste so good? That's why.
I'm just kind of assuming those things are true that I'm saying. I don't actually know that. It sure sounds right. Don't it?
That sounds right to me. And it looks right.
And brown sugar's slow like molasses compared to the refined white granular. It's some cane.
Yeah, when you pour it.
It's right in the middle, I suppose.
Yeah. Cane's right in the middle. Like always.
Word always is. Speaking of cane, who's your favorite professional wrestler?
I was always I'm torn between Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jake the Snake.
For me, it was always Ric Flair. But,
Legendary.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, boys, his entrance, his strut. Nobody struts like that. I mean, that is the walk of a confident man.
You know how many slivers that guy had in his life?
How many?
So many. Like more than you could count. And that's the kind of showman you couldn't even tell watching him. That he
I
was.
can count to 879 now.
That's good. He can get more than that, I think. Yeah, he was doing a lot of shows, a lot of performing. And if you look at it like a 2x4, it's kind of a wide grip thing to hold like that. You know,
it is. He would, and I think he would get the wides. Yeah, you get four. I think it was 4x4s. He was whipping it.
the mitts, the banana grabbers on that guy.
Yeah.
Yikes-a-roo.
This banana grabber's got slivers.
Now, since there's a protest and no one's in here, we've been getting kind of blue.
Like dirty or like sad?
Sad. It's just been a little bit of winter doldrums. There's no one in the lanes. It's just us and the crickets. And
it's a snow day, and even the kids are out protesting with their parents today in front of the alleys. And this kind of started out of nowhere. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, what? I mean, I can't think.
Did we put the address on some of the promotions we were doing around town?
I'm trying to
say something. Did I say something? Do people recognize me, and are they gonna?
What if this isn't even? I mean, have you taken a look? Do you recognize any of the people out there? Or is it even the townspeople? Is this was that a spot been blown up?
AstroTurf protest.
Listen, there was a protest in my neighborhood recently, and magically, all of a sudden, all the people protesting could speak and write in English. That's new for this neighborhood.
That's a sign
you know
of
what I'm saying?
Bullshit protest in that neighborhood.
Yeah, somebody from a different neighborhood drove down with some pre-made signs for these folks.
If you're not speaking Vietnamese
maybe
in producer's neighborhood, then get the hell out of there.
Yeah, this is our turf. Their turf, and they've let me stay here. To be clear, and I'm grateful for it. Yeah. So but the point being that people do hire protesters for nefarious reasons. Do we have any beefs with any competing businesses and or neighboring businesses that want to use the lanes for any? Who are the neighbors then?
Who are our neighbors? Well, we have a Long John Silver's next to us.
Ooh, they're notoriously crooked.
But yeah,
it's a pirate-themed restaurant, so right away I don't trust.
It's right in your face. It's out there. It's so in your face you never suspect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hiding in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
And
almost like, rubbing it in your face in plain sight.
And then on the other side we got Agatha, Mother of Disgrace Church. So that's
one of
equally
the worst reviewed churches on Yelp.
Yeah, equally likely to steal your money. Yeah, and to be up to nefarious no-gooderies.
I know they organize people to come out and protest too because they don't believe in the truth apparently.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we got some pretty good leads on this mystery. We probably got to get to some exposing of truths. And hopefully when we come back, we can let the listeners know we've resolved this strike situation somehow. We got to find out how to strike bust. I've never busted a strike, but I'm usually a protester, I should say. Can we get scabs for a protest?
Yes.
What are strike busters, and can we use them on a protest?
I know we can call the Pinkertons.
No. If I wasn't mistaken, those are
leisure fans.
Those are train police. Do they also do strikes? Trains and strikes?
All kinds of strikes. Yeah, they'll do anything you pay them for. They'll pick your.
Okay, they're just sort of like guns for hire, more or less. Yeah, I'll pink it up with those guys. Let's get those pinkos on these protesters and get them taken care of.
I don't think that's you can't call them that anymore.
No.
That's just what I read online.
Uh-oh. Everyone's
That place is full of falsehoods.
everyone's so sensitive these days. Can't even. We'll just call them the Tonys then. Is that okay?
Nice, sure.
If I can't use the front part of the word, I'll use the back part. That's what she said. Yep. Anyways, today's episode is called, and that's my whole thing. It's well, it starts out like a seemingly normal advice show, but at a certain point, you start to realize the government's experimenting on these people.
Maybe we'll learn something, some advice about this year during a situation like we're in.
Yeah, I wonder if they have
Learn
any
a
sort of
dang thing or two. Hey,
any sort of
audience could maybe use some learning too.
Yeah, we've been meaning to tell you that. We've been meaning to tell you that the letters you guys have been writing in are getting progressively stupider. I mean, so let's sharpen up, listeners.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Let's put down the hippie crack and pick up the crack fries. Okay?
On the go.
I'll crack anything as long as it's edible. You know, crack cookies or crack
Corn.
cocaine. Whatever you got.
Jimmy crack corn.
Jimmy crack corn.
And I don't care. But you should.
Fucking nihilist.
Yeah. Anyways, let's roll these tapes already.
Sorry.
These guys need advice.
Roll the tapes. These broadcasters have no memories of the words they read.
Okay. Are we rolling? That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. Montage. That's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. Honkers. That's my whole thing. I don't like it when they honk at me. Get out of my way. I was walking here. I was here before you were born,
That's my
car.
whole thing. I don't like it when they honk at me.
Get out of my way. I was walking here. I was here before you were
Get
born,
out of my way,
car.
you stupid car. I'm walking here.
Hi, honkers. I'm Whoopi Hedberg. And that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. Today on That's My Whole Thing, we'll answer your questions. You'll hear my questions. And I'll get personal with some of you and get tactical with others. Because that's my whole thing. And I'm Whoopi Hedberg. So, I don't know about you guys, but my weekend got out to a rocky start. I got home and my dog had barfed everywhere. And my cleaning lady was sick with COVID. And I couldn't get to my dentist for a regular cleaning on time. I was bumped. They bumped me for some regular person. Okay? If you ask me, that's a stupid move. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, guess who's not getting free advertising now?
So besides that, though, I did end up watching some Law and Order on Friday and Saturday night, and I just ate a bunch of treats like celery and ranch and stuff like that, and it was a yummy time in my life. Anyway, back to the work week, and that's my whole thing during the work week is this is what I do. So first thing we're going to do today is we're going to listen to some listener-submitted advice and voicemails. That's my whole thing.
Listener submitted advice and voicemails.
That's my whole thing.
Hey there, that's the whole thing. It's first time caller, a long time not caller. I met a dude on the train, and he seemed like a cool guy, and I bump into him on the train a lot. He seems like a cool guy. But, how do I take this friendship to the next level without being weird, you know? Like could you be train friends? Anyways, this is Friendless in Minneapolis.
Wow, that's a tough question. You know, we get this kind of question a lot. As adults are getting older, they're finding themselves in more difficult situations, connecting with someone, but then not knowing how to say, hey, let's take this chance encounter that went smoothly and see if it can go and blossom into a friendship that can be maintained and watered annually. And that's one of the most common questions. And my advice is this: if you like bumping into him, keep bumping into him. Maybe ask him if he liked bumping into you. Start a conversation. Ask him if he knows how Prince died. Talk to him about the dangers of fentanyl. This is the type of behavior that friends like to see. Studies show, time after time, that if you open a friendship with talking about a musician's death, the bond will be stronger. Great question. Friendless in Minneapolis. Keep bumping those trains. Keep those bodies bumping. Connection's all we have, babies. That's a Whoopi Hedberg must.
All right, we got another one here. This is a caller from, I don't know, let's call it Tennessee.
Okay. A call from Tennessee.
How y'all doing? My name's Terry, and I live here in Tennessee, and every time I'm leaving my house in the morning, a feller that's got two macaws, I believe what they're called. They're the big red one or the big blue bird, whatever. He got one of each color, and I come out my house, and he's down the street, and he harasses me, calls me names, starts chasing me down. He's a little older than me, he's slower, so I get away every time, but it's becoming a real nuisance. I wonder, is there anything you think I could do? How would y'all deal with the old bird enthusiast chasing you down the street? Thank you.
If I was a macaw, is that the question? As I understand it, if I was a macaw, how would I feel as a bird? If a bird enthusiast was chasing me down the street. That's not what I understand. Yeah, the producers are shaking their head. No, that's not.
No, sorry, the caller's being chased by an elderly man that has macaws. So there's a bird-wielding gentleman.
Okay, the first thing I would do...
Think Cat Lady from The Simpsons, but Birdman.
Okay, the first thing I would do is call animal control and tell them that there's a man with some trifling macaws. Okay? When you say those words, they are going to know how to react and how to take care of the situation. I have seen this myself. I don't think it was the same old man, but there was an old man where I live, and he was trifling macaws with me. One red, one blue, and it was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah.
So,
yes.
It's like that's a thing. People.
This is a known thing in birding circles, birder circles, or birding, whatever, bird liking circles. Okay.
Yeah.
They like this. This is happening. Okay, be careful. And I locked those macaws up. Lock them up.
That is, I would have never thought that. So probably not trust anybody that has macaws.
To never trust a man with a macaw. A woman with a macaw can be
just trying to protect herself.
Can be disarming at first, but trust me, you do not want to go down that path. Trust me. Just personal experience says trust me, okay?
All right.
Trust over trifle.
Tennessee.
That's a Whoopi Hedberg must. That's my whole thing.
We got another one here from Tim in Timbuktu Hills, Arizona.
All right, let's hear from Tim in Timbuktu Hills. I wonder if he's called that because he lives there, or vice versa. Anyway.
How you doing? My name's Tim. I'm just like a guy. People in my school are like very cool to me, man. And so I was thinking of joining a gang because I thought it'd be cool and then maybe make them be my friends. And I'm wondering if you thought that's how to do that, go about a gang, and then what's a good gang to join? Man, the show's great. You guys are doing really good work. Thank you so much for all the advice, and thanks for taking my call.
Well, thank you to Tim from Timbuktu Hills. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah,
That's right. Gang. What does it mean? Where does it come from? Why do we get so offended when people say that? Unless we say, hey gang, or is the gang going? But if you say, there's a gang over there, that's never good. And if you're thinking about joining one of those gangs, I would say you probably should, because they seem like they'd be a good group to be around if you were looking for friends that were loyal and had compassion and looked out for others and found that connection that I was talking about earlier with the bump in the train guy. Only gangs at a much higher level. He's doing it. Bump on the train guy's doing it down here. Gang getting jumped into a gang guy is like way up here. Those are totally polar opposite social levels, and I'm so proud of this question, and so I could give this meticulously researched academic answer. Go get your gang.
Whoopi, I just want to also jump in here. I apologize. I joined a gang. I joined a gang when I was a kid, and some of the best relationships in my life. We still go on a yearly anniversary retreat. You know, as now that we're all grown up, it's lifelong friendships. So
I joined a gang too, it's Sigma Delta, and it was the best decision of my life. I mean, some people, white people, get to join gangs that have Greek letters, and other people don't go to college and have to join a different gang.
yeah, that's how I understand society to work.
Greek life gang, GLG. So yes, gang. No to not joining a gang.
Let's see. We got another question. Advice here.
Hello, how are you doing? I got a two-part question for you guys. I'm here with just I got quite a lumber project in my kitchen here. I'm building some cabinets, and I had a couple of questions. How do I cut a very thin piece of wood, and what are some good beginning carpentry skills to learn? Sandy.
Well, Sandy, thank you for the question. I think what you might be talking about is a veneer. Is that possible? Perhaps a veneer would be just a minuscule, just a thread of wood that you really want to be super careful with. You'll need a very specialized machine for that. Other parts of the question I want to address include...
How to cut the thin piece, and then what are some good carpentry skills to learn?
Good carpentry skills to learn. How to measure a room. How to use a T-square. How to use a level. How to use a tape measure. Also, a good one needs to be very particular about all things carpentry. Because you can make stud walls, but that doesn't mean you can make cabinets, okay? And that's what a carpenter does. Cabinet maker. Jesus Christ. Okay?
Right.
That's my whole thing with that.
We've got another one here. This one's coming from a young listener named Todd in Lonely Town.
Sad. Okay, Todd.
Hey,
Todd from Lonely Town, let's hear what you got to say.
What's up? This is Todd from Lonely Town. What's the best way to stop feeling lonely? I'm a 15-year-old boy and I'm currently on summer vacation. I become unbearably sad when I think about how happy I used to be when I was in middle school.
Well, Todd, I've got one piece of advice, mon frere. golden retriever puppy. Okay? If you're not a dog guy or your parents are allergic, hear me out. Okay? Just as good. Bearded dragon. They're just as loyal. Studies show year after year. Bearded dragons are just as loyal and just as fun as a golden retriever. Not necessarily a golden doodle per se, but your standard golden retriever. So look into those options. If not, Japanese fighting fish, samurai fighting swords. I don't know. Maybe get a hobby that needs a partner and ask online for friends. Like maybe you're 15 and you want to get into pickleball. Maybe you want to get into chess. Whatever it is, you can always make friends by doing the things that you like and then finding the people that like to do it too. Best of luck out there.
Really knocking these ones out of the park today.
In Lonely Town. What'd you say?
You're really knocking these advices out of the park there today, Whoopi.
Thanks.
The last one we got is coming from Dan on my hands and knees.
Okay, Dan. Dan on my hands and knees. What do you got to say? Begging for forgiveness? I wonder.
I am, let's say, Dan, and I run a gentleman's school, and all the children wear fancy uniforms and hard shoes, but the hard shoes leave those really scuffed up black marks all over the floor, and it's bad to clean. What is the easiest way to clean the scuffy marks that dress shoes leave all over the floor?
Thank you, Dan. Down on your hands and knees. I totally understand. You're not begging. Well, you are begging. You're begging for someone to tell you. Is there a better way? Well, I've got two answers for you, Dan. Yes, there is a better way. One, if you want to keep going on your hands and knees, you could actually use just common household products, a little white vinegar and baking soda. Yeah, it might shoot up in a volcano, but it's also a wonderful cleaning product that's all natural. Additionally, and this is the one I would push, you said those little boys at your gentleman's school keep scuffing up the hallways. Well, guess what? Those little boys have feet too. And they can strap on some brushes, and they can dip those brushes in soap, and they can clean up those scuffy hallway marks that they made themselves. And they can learn a lesson about responsibility and consequences and the things in life that you need to take care of. Okay, treat the school like a national park. Let's go, Dan.
Nailed it.
And that's my whole thing with that. Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi
Hedberg. Whoopi Goldberg, one of my favorite actresses, once said, Whoopi to Whoopi, I'll see you at synagogue.
And we actually got a live caller today. Calling in
Is it my husband?
with some advice.
Okay. I hope it's not my husband now. I shouldn't have said that, Dan. Dan, my husband, not Dan, the
Not Dan on his hands and knees.
no, excuse me.
All right, here we go. We're gonna patch you through.
Oh my god. Am I on air over here?
Yes, you are.
Oh my
You're live on That's
How-
My Whole Thing with
how
Whoopi
would you-
Hedberg. That's
how
I,
would you
Whoopi
get-
Hedberg. What's your name?
My name, let's just say my name's Sarah. How would you get blood out of a carpet?
How would I get blood out of a carpet? Interesting
Yeah.
question. The first thing I would do is I would tear that carpet out. I would take it to the cleaners. I would say, "Can you get this out? I just had a bunch of wine spill on my carpet."
Oh my
Now,
god.
my local place has done that for me before. Now, it's usually been rugs, but I have taken in a whole room wall-to-wall carpet before. Tax and all, they took care of it. They're just that
Tax and
kind of
all.
place. If you got a place in town that you trust, and maybe you tip them like $20 once, and you're like, they trust me,
Oh, I tipped
take
terrible.
it to that place.
I'm
They
always
trust
tipping
you now.
terrible.
If you've tipped it over $20 in the course of your lifetime to any place, they have your back, even if you commit a crime in front of them. Trust me.
All right, here's what
Whoopi
I'll do.
Hedberg.
If I go in and I do a $20 tip, and then I come back the next day with
Yes.
with a whole carpet, they'll be fine with that.
Just why don't you actually make it even better and just spill red wine on the blood? Be like, can you get this out for
Oh my
me?
God,
I spilled
that's
red
genius.
wine
Yes.
on my blood. I
Yes.
was trying to. Yeah. So, what type of blood is it? Is it human blood? Is it animal blood? Is it squirrels? Is it? I mean, chipmunks? Is it
It's like
mouse
underboss
blood?
capo blood of a guy.
Underboss capo blood. Okay, what you're
Don't
gonna
worry
want to do
about
for
it.
that? You're gonna want to have an olive oil based. Remove it, okay? And you're gonna want a bunch of sea salt on there. Way too much than you think. You're gonna want to have that set overnight, okay? Then you
Okay.
put on the lasagna strips. Okay, boil them beforehand. Put them on. It's gonna soak up. the lasagna is gonna be tricked. They're gonna think it's tomato sauce. They're gonna soak it up. They're gonna want to be baked in the pan with it, and they're gonna be doing all the work for you.
Oh my God, the lasagna is going to be tricked into
The trick of
soaking
the
up all the
lasagna,
blood.
they call it.
Well, and if you put a little bit of wine on it, it'll just think it's a bolognese. That's a great idea. Okay, now, unrelated, Mr. Whoopi Hedberg, how do you? What's like a great place to hide some body? theory.
Wherever it goes, I guess. I would say the morgue. Okay, hide it in plain
they'll never
sight.
look
Oh, extra
there.
body. Nobody notices it for a while. Big whoop.
Yeah, they'll just overlook that for weeks.
I don't like the. I don't. This line of questioning seems to be like.
No, this is just I've been watching a lot of
seems to
TV
be making
here.
me uncomfortable. Why would?
I've been watching
would
a lot of
say-
TV.
What's your name
I'm
again?
just fact checking a
Sarah?
TV show I've been watching. It didn't seem that accurate. That's all.
Okay.
Sarah, none of your business. From
What kind of name is that? Is that Dutch?
yeah, it's
None of her business.
yeah, it's Dutch, and we live in the forget about the mountains. Oh yeah. Now what would you say would be a good way for a small, slight lady who's like only 110 pounds, maybe, to carry a big 300-pound whopping Italian into a trunk?
Well, you're gonna need to have a pulley system. That's the only way to do it.
Oh, pulley system. Let me write that down. Okay.
It's one of the oldest pieces of technology, and it's still one of the most effective. You take your own body weight with a wheel to transcend strength.
Oh my God. Okay. But I gotta make a pulley here. Okay, one last thing. Have you ever had to make a cabinet door and cut one of them little pieces of wood? How you cut one of those
The
little
veneer?
pieces? Is that what that's
You
called?
need a very special tool. I think it's called the venereal maker.
Oh my God. Okay. I gotta go to the hardware store. Is what you're telling me.
I didn't say that. I'm not saying to do that.
But you would if you
I'm
would.
I'm not
Right.
a part of
course.
this.
This is
Whatever
just because I'm
sickness
fact
you have
checking a
going
TV
on.
show.
Sarah's?
Oh my God.
Can we end this call with Sarah? She's
he
dementoid. Let's trace it.
Hey, how do you know if somebody's dead? Well, what's
You
the quickest way
ask
to
if
make-
they're asleep, and if they don't answer, they're dead.
Hey, hon, you asleep? Hon? Oh, you fucking crazy bitch. Oh, the fucking crazy bitch stab me. Never mind. I think I found on the show that I was watching, it seems like he was dead. You guys are tracing these calls by tits.
Yes, I said we were, and I just told you that, and you stayed on like somebody that's in some kind of crazy psychotic rage.
You said it earlier, for real?
Okay, my advice to you,
my God.
honey,
Oh my
I would
God.
hang up, and I would handcuff myself, and I'd walk out the back door
Oh, you
backwards
can handcuff these nuts.
so I don't get shot in the face. Okay,
I'm gonna
open
lamb it.
casket.
Lamming it. I'm lamming it. You did it. I'm telling people you did it. And you were my co-conspirator.
Okay, well, I'm telling people that I didn't, and I'm Whoopi Hedberg, and you're not, and that's my whole thing.
Click.
Well, that
Wow.
That's
Buzzkill.
That's the clip for the week, I'll tell you that. It's going to get some views on PooTube.
Can we get a checkup on the news in 30? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we might have to call somebody after this episode's done and report that. I don't know.
I got a lot of cops listening, so I think they'll take care of it. Big fans of mine.
I'll check with the Producers Guild and see what our Producer-Cratic Oath says to do about something like that. You got any warm takes?
Warm takes.
Warm takes.
Warm takes. Blueberry muffins would be better without the blueberries. Keep your banana off my pineapple.
This segment sponsored by Mrs. Fields' DIY Blueberry Muffins.
Buy it yourself. You've done it yourself. Now buy it. Yourself.
Yeah.
So I just got back from a little trip abroad to England and Ireland and Australia last week. And you know what I noticed? One thing about them? The way they drive? They're doing it wrong.
They're doing it wrong.
Where does this come from? This backward thinking. This I can do whatever I want because I have the world's worst teeth and a lineage that could defile generations at just one dinner. And I think to myself, why do they think they're so cool doing it like this? Why do they think it's the best? And I figured it out. It's because they're retarded. Okay? And I'm just saying to England, Ireland, come on. I understand the others being a part of this, but you're supposed to be different, okay? You're supposed to rebel against them. Why not do your own thing, okay? Why not have that be your whole thing? That's my whole thing. On today's, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Bonus edition, sports edition. I recently watched an event called the Super Bowl this past weekend, and I couldn't help but notice that there was a game being played between commercials. That being said, Godspeed. That being said, one thing I noticed is that one of the teams didn't play as well as the other. And that kind of pissed me off because I had a lot of money on the team that wasn't playing very well, having no knowledge of the sport beforehand and a rudimentary understanding of both physics and social skills. I set forth confident in my bid that the team that I put my hard-earned money on would no doubt succeed. But here I am in the fourth quarter, my team down by a 3,000, it feels like. That's how much money I was standing to lose anyway. Dollars. And it struck me. Why aren't they just beating these? Why are they letting this team beat them? They should just be playing better. They're doing it wrong. They're just doing it wrong the whole game. And I feel like it's on purpose because of me, because of my bet. And I just feel personally slighted. And I needed to call them out because this was supposed to be a Super Bowl. But it ended up being a super sad time for me. Bull.
They're doing it wrong.
$3,000 sad bull.
They're doing it wrong.
And I also lost a bet where I had to buy one of every single thing advertised on the Super Bowl. So I'm out a fucking $1 million now too.
I mean, how many cars do you think were advertised alone?
17.
Jesus.
I know that because I have to buy them now
Oh my god.
because I lost this stupid bet to my friend Janine. Sorry, Janine, calling you out. Bitch.
Genius, by the way, genius.
Janine,
bet,
yes,
Janine.
yeah, we call her
There.
that.
It's an evil genius, more like it. Evil genius. That's crazy. It's a good bet to make. You were crazy
So-
for taking that bet.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think Cheryl Swoops was a real person, And I didn't think that if Cheryl Swoops was a real person, that she'd be a basketball player. That just doesn't. That just seems ridiculous.
A little too
I
nail
was
in
like,
the head,
that's
right?
bullshit. You're thinking of a comic book character.
Yeah, whoever's writing the glitch is
Egg face me. Now I'm out $1 million.
Yeah, that's oof.
Sorry, Cheryl. Should have known better.
You're doing it wrong.
This brings us to the segment of our show where Whoopi, you get advice and any other advice.
And any other advice?
And any other advice?
I get advice. This is gonna be. I hate this part, but I kind of need this part this week. It's been a tough week. I'm looking forward to seeing how well the listeners have gotten to know me, and so they can ask pointed questions that will hopefully actually help me, because I need it sometimes. You know, sometimes my therapist is too close. It's my best friend who is my mom, so that's hard. And then, yeah, my friends are all therapists too, and by the time I get around to them, they don't want to talk about my problems. That's what they get paid to do all day, honey. Okay.
All right, here's our first piece of advice from Sophia. And it says, as someone who's been struggling with food for the past 4 years, here are some things I've noticed about myself. These are signs of an eating disorder. Drinking lots of coffee. You know, at first it started because I heard it would suppress your appetite, sneaking onto a scale, just every once in a while checking, obsessing over weight and image, not eating with others, sleeping a lot, being able to go long periods without eating as compared to others, eating the bare minimum, you know, trouble focusing, drinking milk and going to the bathroom, taking too long in the shower, mood swings, avoiding food-related talk, and looking at other people's bods. So that's all stuff to look out for.
Did I just find out I have an eating disorder because I look at other people's bods?
Yeah, I look at bods. I don't know.
Am I a eating disorder bod looker? It sounds like I have EDBL. And if you suffer from EDBL, you should really contact your pharmacist about asking your doctor about how to get a hold of your PA so they can get you a script for the best thing on the market right now.
All right, here's some more unsolicited advice coming in hot.
Okay, I didn't really appreciate that last one because I don't want an eating disorder now. I'm over it.
You should not buy a home. Don't misunderstand. Buying a home is the right decision for a lot of people. The home ownership rate in the United States is well above 60%. Home ownership can give you a level of certainty and stability that you don't have while you're renting. You have a large choice of properties to choose from. You may build up equity through the monthly mortgage payments and through possible increase in value. And as both a realtor and investor, I'd love it if more people bought homes. So why am I telling you no? Because the question is, should I buy a home? Provides some context. It provides no information about your finances. And because homes are often haunted. And you don't know until you buy it if it's haunted. Those ghosts are smart enough to keep it quiet. So definitely don't buy a house these days unless you're pretty certain you can rule out ghosts. And the fact that you even had to ask tells me you can't. From Ted.
Who is this from?
From Ted. Guy named Ted.
Ted. Okay, so Ted definitely listens to the show, first of all. But he must be listening while I'm doing something else, Ted, because the other week I was talking about buying a haunted house as an investment property. Okay, a seasonal investment property, a haunted house. Okay, not a house that was haunted. Okay, that would be a living situation that I would just I quiver to think of the bone shackling of the bone chilling nights that I would have to spend in a house of haunted, guilted by the ghastly mispleasures of the past. That being said, that's my whole thing. That being said, Ted, I did go forth with the haunted house investment, and so you can look forward to hearing more about that when the seasonal opportunity is around the corner. And I will definitely be promoting it on this show, and it is going to be a very spooky situation. And if that place happened to be haunted, that'd actually be a benefit, because then you don't have to go through Screen Actors Guild.
One of the
They're
worst.
always trying to sag you down.
They're always trying to sag you down. This piece of advice comes from Joy, who
Joy,
says...
I just want to stop you there and say I love that name.
And Joy says that you fall in love with romance scammers because you trust in good people and you're probably somewhat ill-informed about how scamming works. You feel the need for praise and compliments. Your life is boring. You feel like you are in a rut. Socially, you don't get out and meet many other people. You don't have a lot of self-esteem or are in a relationship that isn't good for you. And when a scammer gets in touch, they go out of their way to day in and day out to make you feel happy.
I think I know what
And they
this
might
is
be a
about.
ghost. You
Who's
can
this
never
from?
really know. And the ghost of that love is haunting you.
The ghost of that love. Okay.
And
Who's this
that's
from?
why you
Is
fell
this
in love
from
with a
my
romance
ex?
scammer. Some joy, it says.
Yeah, Joy.
Did you
Okay.
fall in
I
love
know
with a
who this is
romance
from,
scammer
Patrick.
while you were dating?
No, but he was trying to get me involved in this scam. And I that was the last straw with me and Patrick. I really liked him. He always had big ideas and nice looking things like fake watches and stuff like that, and rented cars that were nice. But he was a nice guy. I mean, he was a business guy. I mean, he's a very trustworthy guy. I just think maybe he met the wrong people or owed money to the right people that would lend him the money for stupid ideas or stupid things. So yeah. So, because like the bank needs collateral, but all Patrick owned is like a bunch of fake Rolexes.
So you think that you're saying that the email about the romance scammer
It's a fake Patrick.
is in fact
yes,
part of a romance scam?
So he's trying to get me
What
back.
is this, a Christopher Nolan movie?
He's trying to get me back in it by reminding me of the time that he was trying to get me involved in this scam. He said, I can penetrate any email account. Trust me, babe. I remember him saying that specifically, and here he is getting this obviously spam through. That it's obviously Patrick. That is so spam trick. We used to call him because he'd do this type of stuff all the time.
Interesting. Wow, that's next level use of an advice show and next level scamming. We got one last last piece of
my whole
advice
thing.
that was being sent into you.
Oh, advice you say? That's my
It's-
whole thing. I get grumpy towards the end of shows. Sorry.
Yeah, and any other advice was what we were supposed to call this segment.
And any other advice?
And here's that last advice. If you have protesters that you
Yes.
need to disperse,
Yes. Right.
step one is to try smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs. I'm gonna write this down. So okay.
Step
Yeah,
two.
I got it. I got a pencil right here.
Stinky
Yes,
farts.
smoke bombs. Stinky farts. Okay.
If that doesn't work, order some pizza. Move on to step 3, which is fire hose.
Okay. I like
And-
that.
If fire hose doesn't work, if fire hose works and the pizza gets here, celebratory pizza. If fire hose doesn't work, you eat the pizza, stinky ear farts. And if that doesn't work, you join the protest.
Okay.
And you
infiltrate.
stir dissent from the inside, become the leader,
Okay.
and then turn it towards the cause you were originally protesting.
I like this plan. I want to start there and work backwards from that. Is that weird?
No, that makes sense. I get that.
Great.
Because it seems like there's
so-
several steps are just farting.
So yeah,
From this advice.
my only commentary would be great suggestions. Kismet in the house. And I would say that why not just combine 1 and 2 and get a freaking stink bomb?
That's a good idea. Go change the
Smoky
game.
ass stink bomb.
You could change the protest fighting game
That's what it's all about
with an
here.
idea like that. Whoop.
That's my whole thing. I'm trying to change the protest game
Shit.
from the inside. That's my whole thing.
All right.
This is Whoopi Hedberg.
And that's been.
Saying that's my whole thing until next time.
That's my whole thing.
That's my whole thing. It's Whoopi Hedberg. That's my whole thing. Oh yeah, yeah. That's my whole thing. I don't like it when they.
There are good rats. There are bad rats. But we Blab Rats.
Boy, that was. I already ordered the pizza. Host.
You really?
Yeah. I'm ready to
That's it.
go.
Bro,
I'm
I
starting.
was just lacing up my old shit kickers.
I'm starting with the pizza. I'm flopping the orders. Thank gosh that came up.
Starting with the pizza, okay. Well, what'd you get? What kind did you get though?
I got
I hope you got vegan crust because those are a bunch of leftist wanksters out there.
the pizza's not for them. It's for me.
Oh, how much? Oh, did you get me some?
Yeah, I got us pizza so that we could
Okay.
eat the pizza and then use it to gas up.
Ooh, nice. Because one thing about grease and cardboard, this shit burns.
Yeah, and then we will light it on fire and throw it into the crowd after we've
I
eaten the
like
pizza.
that. I like.
Light trash on fire, throw it at
Seal
the
them up, seal
protesters.
down, light them up, burn them down.
Yeah. And then if it burns down the lanes, we move on to the next business we need to start for studio, or we blame the protesters. Everyone believes us. We
Yeah,
build new,
we should-
better lanes, two floor lanes, top floor, second floor. Top
We
floor is
should
kind of
get
like
some
Copacabana.
AI-generated security footage where they start everything.
Yeah, easy, done. Leveling the playing field.
Yeah. We should probably call the FBI. They know what they're doing when it comes to situation. Well, we don't want to get wake out, I guess. So
Yeah.
I don't want to
No.
get stuck on this building and blame for its incineration because we were gonna blame the protesters for that.
Yeah. If we bring in Waco, they'll blame us.
Yeah.
We
So
want to
let's
be
go ahead.
the
I think we
blamers.
should just go ahead and call I don't know. We should call. Can we call FEMA and just tell them something?
Yeah.
Can we get back to the old days of when we used to prank call FEMA
Yeah, and the World Health Organization.
and the WHO?
Woohoo, woohoo. Or just do owl sounds.
Yep, that's they fucking.
They hate that.
Who is this?
Woohoo, is that?
Who let the dogs out? The Animal Federation.
Oh my gosh. Hey, did that advice show make you feel any better? Do you feel like we got any advice that we could use?
Besides the pizza advice, I thought the whole show was a bunch of garbage, sewn together with a thread made of pangolin scales.
That's some of the least thread-like things.
Don't thread too well, do it.
No, it do not. It do not thread. You couldn't sew something together with a scale from a bunch of pangolins.
Not through garbage this thick.
Woof. You didn't find any life
How about
advice in there
you?
that felt...
I don't know. I guess...
I've been trying to build a cabinet, so I actually have a few notes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I haven't...
How far are you along?
I got to the part with the really skinny wood.
Oh, yeah? What are you having?
What?
How big?
How big of a cabinet?
Yeah. Left swinger, right swinger, in swinger, out swinger. Ooh.
I was hoping to do pocket door.
Pocket door cabinet. Oh, that is a project. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far are you along? What do you do?
It's been a few months, and it's tough to say. I think this might be a long gestation period.
Gotcha. Well,
But next year sometime I'm hoping to have a real nice cabinet.
best of luck. Keep rubbing that tannin oil on that wood while you're working with it to make sure it doesn't get the stretch marks.
Okay. Yeah. And
Once it acclimatizes to the new room.
yeah, that'll happen, huh?
Absolutely.
But wood is touchy.
It's it's.
No wonder there's so much
definitely-
advice
you could
flying
say
around
that.
about it.
It's like every year it wants a new ring. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Yeah.
I made this bitch.
Hey. Which one of your 3 wives is that? 3 ex-wives?
Probably Jalunda.
Jalunda. Traditional Mormon name.
Yep. Oh, that'd be Abidalunda is the what's in the Book of Mormon, as it were. But we just call it Jalunda. We just called it whatever I said earlier.
Yeah, that sounded right.
Jalunda. Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Any maybe about ready to strap up those boots and eat really quick carbo load up pizza up so we can
let's go. I'm
start some
hungry
arson.
as a duck on Quacker Day.
Do you think these protesters are here because of the because we announced that Kanye West residency the day after he mentioned he's launching some new clothes, and then we were like, cool, we'll announce your residency the next day.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting. That wasn't even like us. That was like the corporate overlords.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even said that. Do they have Kanye signs? Have you seen the signs?
I don't know. I just know that I ordered like 5 cases of the shirts sight unseen.
I've seen them. It is a cool design.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, where it comes from. I don't really pay attention to things.
Yeah, I heard it's striking.
Things. It's just, I think it says like it's like supposed to be his name or something.
Yeah, we're not. It's his new name, like when Prince did that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'll look into it. Maybe I didn't. I'll see. Whatever. We try to stay non. Well, I don't know that we stay non-political. We're trying to take down the government.
Well, I mean, yeah, the government is apolitical because it's both parties. Am I right?
That's fair. You're right. I would say we're some of the least biased people there are because of that.
All right, is there any more thoughts on the episode, or should we go to the people that keep us in our seats here while we have them still?
I think we better pay for these seats. This episode's brought to you by In Celebrity Jeopardy. The Dork Web's most prolific woman haters, Tory Lanez fans, and reasons their parents' basements smell that way come together and compete to see who knows the most about a subject they know nothing about: women. On this next episode of In Celebrity Jeopardy.
And also by returning sponsor, the Cybercore Online Ab Workout. Go to Cybercore Online Ab Workout today to start getting started on your 12-pack. No more of that 6-pack bullshit. You're thinking so 20th century with only 6 packs. All of us have 12 to 18 packs. They just need to be unlocked with the new Cybercore Online Ab Workout More Ab Releaser. That's Cybercore Online Ab Work. That's CybercoreOnlineAbWork.com.
This episode is also sponsored by the new season returning, the second and returning season of My 250-Pound Life, airing right after the Psoriasis Chronicles on TLL.
Also brought to you by Rosta Garfield. Does he like jerk chicken lasagna? Find out this Sunday. in the Kingston Gazette.
This this episode, I like the idea that Jamaican newspapers is the same as American newspapers, but just with Rastified articles and cartoons.
Cultural twists. The plot remains the same.
Yeah, Curtis doesn't change
Elements.
much.
It's a really cool thing like that, yeah, because where I'm from, Curtis is white, but it turns out in Africa, Curtis is black. Leave that shit.
Yeah, like Family Circus. That David Ryan.
Yeah, and in the Family Circus in Iran, seriously, the guys that got doing that are so funny. Check it out. If you don't see the Family Circus, the Iran version of it, go to Ayatollah.com.
This episode also sponsored by Vista Valley Country Club. You don't have to be rich, but you can't be poor at Vista Valley Country Club.
Also brought to you by the new Rockabilly clothing store downtown called Uncle Jammy's Big Town Leathers and other spunky treats. You just looking to get into the culture, as we call it, first. Rockabilly culture, that is. You gotta come down to this place that I said already.
This episode also sponsored by Ambient Flatus and Dunkaroos combined to bring you the all-new Dumparoos Dunkable Cookie Laxative, which is now suppository. You don't just shit, you Dumparoo. Because sometimes bad things gotta go in so that good things can come out.
Also brought to you by Joustaholics Anonymous. Are you suffering behind the scenes from a crippling jousting addiction? Spending all your money on jousting equipment and
Chainmail.
better grain for your horse so it can run faster so you don't die.
Higher quality chainmail.
How many chainmails have you gone through in the past year that almost killed you? If any of these questions sound familiar, then you need to come down to Joustaholics Anonymous every Sunday at 3 p.m. at medieval times before the big show. And brought to you by Plumber Boy's new album, Catch Me in the Pipes, making $100,000 a year.
Lastly, this episode is sponsored by Spare Nucks. Love to buck, but stuck without your nucks? Then we've got Spare Nucks for when you buck. Be ready to buck with these nucks. Spare Nucks.
Also brought to you by the new video game JSOC, Assassination Squad, the much anticipated follow-up to the JSOC International Laser Cartel released last year. And Lethal Enforcers 2K25 will be coming out later this year. That's Lethal Enforcers 2K25. Lethal Enforcers. Where every shot is just... And that's about all for us. Here at Blab Rats, we got a violent protest to start.
To go quell. See how.
We'll see. You got the matches?
I got the matches if you got the pizza box.
I got the pizza box.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, that's all for now. Until next time, blab, 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 blab.
I'm walking.